Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 58.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handle all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The Patriots' 45-yard line.
Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. For the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
The tackle made at his own.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To Henderson on first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To Lockett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Here's 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one is right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Gone by, 2nd quarter. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the...
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now a loose step up. Coleman lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There's Goff. Coleman has it with the right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. from the gun. Here's Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the...
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Marquise Blair.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Again, it's Henderson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Coleman. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, it's gone. Rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to Alvaro. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st first down. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. One will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To number 20. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down.
Again, Wilson.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
For the extra point.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Wilson. That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
4-yard gain.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The Pats are going to get Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. This is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
Turnover on downs.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The 39-yard line.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Punt formation for the Patriots.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. James Washington was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now throwing on first down and completing it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.